Alright everybody, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a new video. You are going to notice something different in the video, if you can't already tell. We did a little moving around. Let me explain. But alright guys, like I said, you will notice that the shop is different in our videos now. We didn't move houses or anything. We didn't change jobs. We're still in the same place we work at. So I'm going to explain a little bit first. Me and my wife, we work at a children's home. So we have children all the time at our house, and they like to play in our garage where I kept the bike here, ride their bikes, all that kind of stuff. And the last bike, they had scratched it, so I don't want them to scratch this one. So what I ended up doing is went and purchased a little wooden, one of those wooden buildings you see. It is a 14 by 16. I'm in the process of building it out right now. As you can see, I've already got the workbench, did the lighting, which I love the lighting. We're in the process of doing the paneling now. I did an installation all the way to that doorway there, to the switch. I still have to do the ceiling, which that's going to be spray foam. So, but yeah, this is just going to be where all the videos are going to be filmed as far as upgrading the bike, doing anything to it, which the purpose of today's video, we are doing something to the bike. When I purchased the bike, I went with the Thrashin T-bars with the 8-inch riser, which is the straight riser. And on long rides, I noticed I'm having to hunch forward a little more, and makes my back hurt right between my shoulder blades, something fierce. So what we got, so I went and picked up some more Thrashin parts for this thing, which is the 9.5 with the pullback from Thrashin. Same thing, same color as what's on there. It's just it has that pullback, plus it's a 9 or a 9.5, whatever it is. I'm gonna get rid of this 8 that comes up too straight. I need it to come back just a little bit. So yeah, we're going to work on getting that swapped out today. Also, we got some heated grips, but I think I'll make that a separate video. We finally got the Kahuna ones that like I had on the old bike. I want to change them out to heated grips, because we are all year round riders, so at least I am, and a few of my buddies. So heated grips will be a added improvement to the heated gear that I already have. So give me a minute. I'm gonna pull this bag off, and then we'll come back and film. We're gonna unbolt them down there first, at least loosen them first from underneath somehow, and then we'll pull this. Actually, we'll pull this off first, this little nacelle part here, and then we'll loosen those from underneath. Then we'll do this clamp. I'm not taking none of this stuff off until I do the grips, so we'll just take that off and lay it back on the tank. So yeah, we shall be right back in 2 seconds. All right, I'm gonna give you a little update. We got the handlebars unbolted. On these newer Harleys, it's just a bolt on this side, and then there's 2 on top of the ignition lock, and then there's one little plastic body pin right there that gets this little nacelle off, which is very easy. And then there is 2 bolts from the underside, one here and one there. For the, if you have a stock riser, it's the same way, but you have to actually have the wheel where you can turn it, because like you see, I had to turn the wheel. I had it in this chalk, but you have to be able to turn it full lock on both ways to get to the bolt from underneath, which you can use an extension. Where's the extension go? I think it's a, yeah, super long extension and a 3/4 socket with a swivel, and you can easily do this. Like I said, we are swapping these risers for those risers. Oh yeah, and that goes without saying, please put something on your tank. They sell the service things, or a towel or a blanket, which I prefer most of the time, just a blanket. We're going to pull these 4 bolts here, which is a Star 12.10, I believe. And we're going to put this setup here on, which is nice and brand new. I wish it was gold, but I can't find anybody that does anodizing. Yeah, I'll get it kind of barely set on there. We'll get it kind of barely set on there, and then we'll come back. So, go ahead and sit on it here. And they are a lot further closer to me, which that's going to work out very perfectly because I have a different seat coming and I'm going to be back 2 inches further. So, and I can adjust them back up a little bit if I need to, which I probably will. And when I did put them on, I just put these ARP bolts here, just dry. I didn't put any Loctite yet because I wanted to get it on there so I wouldn't drop or anything. So now once we get this all put back together, we will pull these back out one at a time and put some Loctite in there, and then we can finally adjust them. We got to go back forward just a skosh. Mirror's loose. I took my hand guards off, so you can tell how far back they are now. Actually, I'll loosen these and then we'll spin them forward a little bit. We'll film that because apparently I don't film enough. So we're gonna film that too. If anybody wants to sit and watch that. Yeah, I got it on a drill, but bite me. Probably right there. Let me go with that. I'm not final tightening with the drill because I got a backrest coming too, so it's going to need to be a little bit back. Right. Let's go right there. Because last time, before, I was like way up here and I didn't have full lock turn either, so we're going to tighten this down. I got some Loctite right here. Put some Loctite on it real quick. This is blue Loctite, not red. Comes in a red container for some reason. I'm gonna have to readjust them, I believe, when I get my seat, but now we need to adjust. We'll have to adjust the grips and everything once we do those. All right, so we got them on there now. It looks kind of funny without the nacelle piece, but they are much further back. So I think we will do the grips in this video. We'll just make it one video. This is just a pain to do 2 videos, 2 separate, you know, whatever. So next we're gonna do the grips. Let me put the nacelle piece back on. Let me kind of tighten up, neaten up some of this stuff here real quick, and then we'll get the grips out. Be right back. All right. Enjoy the view. That's about as best as good as it's gonna get. Pull these things off. And you notice that, yes, this is a modified Sierra 3D mount for a cup holder. I modified it for my Insta360. So that holds that clamp on. Take this mirror off, because it's gonna get in the way. So, trying to avoid having to pull these off, but god dang it, I'm probably gonna have to, so off they come. Yeah, I run a Insta360 as a dash cam to catch all the idiots on the road. I'm not saying I drive the best, but other humans don't drive very good. Alright, don't forget there's an electrical plug on the bottom of this control here, but underneath the bottom here there's an electrical connector. Pull the little rubber boot back, press the button, and pull it off. And this will just dangle right there. And then you need a T25, I think it is. If anybody wants to watch this whole length video, they can thank David, because I don't film enough. I film enough, bro. But yeah, it's T25s on the back. All right, you just pull the back half off, and then it'll loosen this control here to where you can pull the old grip off. All right, whenever you slide your new grip on there, you have to run the wire in the tube, and it comes out this hole on the back side, which it'll plug in to the only plug that's left over inside these, the left side, right there. Put you back on the seat. Let's watch that.
Hi.
Eli says hi. Time to phone a friend, because I don't remember, or I don't know which hole to run that out of. Yo! Question. Which hole do I bring that out of? This one or this one?
The second one?
This one over here?
Yeah, that's the one I brought it out of.
Okay. Because I'm running out of this hole, it's super long, and I just don't want to have all that extra wire in there, you know? Alright, let me make one change to what I just told you. The wire is going to come out of the second hole if you have a thrashing bar. If you don't have a thrashing bar, it should just be one hole right here. Run it past this first hole and then come out, because you have a lot of excess wire. You know where to put it at, because this little clamp that goes on the back is kind of small. So, are you chewing on cookies?
Mm-hmm.
You're going to turn into a cookie.
I am a cookie. Cookie.
Alright.
I like cookies.
Let's try to get this back together before the camera dies. Be careful when putting it back on, because you can pinch wires. A couple of my buddies have done this upgrade in the last few days, and a couple have had some pinched wire issues. We're going to change the battery out on the GoPro and then tackle that side. My screw is messed up for my quad lock there, so we're going to have to work around it. There's a 8/12 point, by the way, for the, if anybody gets the ARP bolts from Thrashing, they are 8/12 point. Kind of a pain in the booty to take off if you don't have a socket, so I can't find my socket, so a wrench it is. And this, just like the other side, has a plug. Push the tab, unplug it. That way it'll stay up here, and you can lay this control down. 3,000 years later. Come on, finally. Jeez. All right, let's just lay that down like that, and then your T25 again. Undo your clamp bolts, or your clamshell bolts, whatever you want to call them. Hence the purpose of the towel. Now if I had an inner painted fairing, I'd have been mad right there, but I don't have one. It's whatever. You know, not sponsored fairing exchange. Alright, so on the inside of this, let me show you, so I don't get yelled at for not showing how to do it. Alright, this is what your inside of your throttle control is going to look like. There's a little tab right here. Undo this little clip. Has a pin in there. That's where you can, I'm trying to do this with one hand. Actually, I think you might have to unplug everything. You're going to get a little tiny pick, so you can press that tab in and pull down at the same time, and it undoes the connector. Be careful you don't break your connectors. So yeah, it's a pain in the butt to repin those. There we go, number 2, and then the whole thing slides off. And then you have to, then you can remove your throttle control, your throttle grip assembly, whatever you want to call it. You'll see it has a long extension part now, because on the 2nd gen models there was a gear on the inside of the handlebar on the end. Those were a joke. So now we're going to get rid of this. We'll go over here and get the other one. This goes without saying, you'll be pretty dumb to put these on with the little clear thing in there. Pull this off and throw it away. And then when you put your throttle back on there, slide your wire through there, and then put your grip back in there just like that. There we go. Just like that. Now you can slide it back on the tube. Just be sure to feed this out of this hole whenever you stick it in there, and that's where your pick will come in handy also again. So now we'll stick this through here, reach in here and grab the plug. If you guys can see that, I'll zoom in for you. Pull it out just like that, and continue to feed your grip on the bike, something like that. Voila. And now you just plug everything back in. This little short black one is gonna go right here. Sorry, you can't really see it. Man hands and all. Goes here. This big square one is gonna go there. This one goes back outside to the grip, or not to the grip, to the freaking brake handle. I'm just trying to route them a little better. Well, I guess it's gonna want to go like that, then, isn't it? Let's try to go underneath this. Can I do that? Nope, didn't think so. All right, like I said, the big square one goes there, and then what you have left, you can kind of tuck back in there. And this one here is going to go into this connector, which is the only other connector in there, like that. And when you get that plugged in, raise your little keeper back up here, your pin, snap it in. And then all you need to do is put the clamshell back on. And like I said, be careful not to spin to, be careful not to pinch any wires. Double check, make sure everything still moves freely. Don't pinch no wires. Make sure you hold your little pigtail out of the way so you don't pinch it. So you can put the brake back on. And then your ARP bolts back in there if you have them. If not, the stock Harley ones will work just fine. Let's see, before you get it too stinking tight, you don't want to get it kind of level with the other side. Right about there. What I'm leveling is the brake handles, and that'll in turn make the face of the instruments, parallel with each other to an extent. You're not gonna get them perfect, but close enough is what we're based on around here. Make sure everything is free. Turn it on. Still turns on. Crank it up, make sure it still runs. Do I have neutral? Neutralis? Fire in the hole! She lives. You always want to crank it up, work your throttle, make sure it's gonna work nice and smooth, so you don't have to, so you don't have any trouble when you get on the road with this thing finally. So yeah, we will, pull our towel off there. Everything's looking good. I'm gonna put all my little knick-knack stuff back on there. The bag, some of my little zip ties for holding the wires. I'm not gonna film that. I'll be right back. Alright guys, welcome back to the garage. It's been a few days since we finished up this grip install. Let me go ahead and tell you that I was told that we do not have to have a flash for certain 24, 25 models. There's supposed to be a way you can tell when you open up the clamshell on the housing if there's a certain number in there or something. Whenever you buy the grips, in the instructions it'll tell you what you're looking for on a little information sticker when you look inside, when you open those up. But turns out, sadly, I did need the flash. It took a couple days after we installed it. Took it down to the dealership, got it flashed, and they work great now. We took it to Daytona. There's a flag from it right there. And we did need them on the way back because it was 30s on the way back to South Carolina. So it did definitely help out a lot on the trip. So, and yes, the bike is taken apart, and you can see I got stuff painted. We're in the middle of working on another project. As you can see, fender back there, rim down there. Yeah. I'm not really making a video of it, but I'm adding a fat tire kit to the bike. So I'll post a short and show you the end product. But yeah, I'm not really making a video of it. So yeah, I appreciate you guys watching this little video of us putting those risers on and doing the grips, they definitely helped out. Those risers were a lot better than the 8-inch ones I had, because those were able to set me back just a little bit, and it was so much more comfortable. I think we did 1,300 miles in 4 days. That wasn't bad. It was fun. So, but yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned. After this video comes out, we'll have a day 1 of Daytona. There should be 3 videos coming out for Daytona while we was down there. So this video will come out, and then the first day of Daytona will come out right after that. So, because I already have it edited and ready to go, I realized I never filmed this part of this video, telling you what I had to do to get the grips working. And yeah, don't forget to go down and hit that like and subscribe for us. It helps us out. Appreciate you guys watching. We'll see you in the next one.